I'm at Panera Bread Company. Is it really a fit? Yeah, Panera Bread. Isn't that funny to have that name bread at the end? Wish it was just called Panera, because then you go, well, don't you have anything else more than bread? Anyway, you all, how you doing? I'm Barb, for those of you who don't know me, or you see me on a short or something. Anyway, I just like to talk and chit-chat and have a good old time and do a little review. But anyway, I'm at Panera, and it says time to break bread. Panera! Anyway, y'all want to know what I got? Now I've been eyeing this for a while, and I usually don't eat big sandwiches or anything. You Lord, I tell you, it is getting hot out here. I think I'm gonna have to put on some air. Let me see if I can open a window. I don't know how loud it's gonna be. Ooh, sorry you all. Oh, I got music on. There. Oh, I love those stations that are old music, you know. Of course, that just shows you who I am. What do they say? They say that if you love elevator music, you're old. Well, I love me some elevator music. I was just listening to It's a itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Do you remember that song? Oh, and you know, I love that song. And then I remember, I don't know, I was about 15, maybe 16. And guess what? I didn't even realize it. Didn't do it intentionally. Well, we went down to the Caribbean, but guess what I had? I had an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. It was black with yellow polka dots. But I remember, and I was like, oh, just like the song. Not that I look like anybody in the song, but anyway, that was back in the day. Those days are long gone. Anyway, okay, let's get on with it. So what did I get at Panera? Well, you probably read the title. I got the, I felt like my car was on, but it isn't. Listen, you all, it's been one of those days. I'm going to tell you about it. Well, I won't tell you everything because I can't remember everything. Do you have those days where everything runs really smooth, and then other days where it's just like you're hitting a brick wall all the time? You're like, blah, 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 blah. That's how my day's been. But anyway, it's okay. I'm very fortunate. Anyway, I got the Toasted Baguette Pepperoni Mozzarella. Woo, mouthful. I've never gotten this at Panera. Let's see. I feel like the car's on. How can that be? The keys aren't in the car. Well, I'm kind of on this place that is like overhangs another shopping center. So that could be the deal. Okay, look at this baby. Look at how big this thing is, you all. Woo, woo. Let's see. I'm probably just going to eat half of it. Toasted baguettes. This is a new thing at Panera. Well, you all, I just had one of those days, and I just said, dadgum, and I was really hungry, and I said, dadgum, I'm just going to do this. And I do that sometimes. Oh, you always not even cut in half. Oh, come on, people. Look at this, you all. Look at this, you all. Oh, my gosh, can you see that? I'll open it up for you. Oh, I'm having fun now. Ooh. Can you see that very well? Let me show you one side. Oh, come on, people. There you go. Look at that. Pepperoni mozzarella. Oh, this is going to make a girl happy. Now, I know I should cut it, but I want to take a bite because I'm just that way. Oh, my goodness. First off, their baguettes are really good. Well, I was tied. I was trying to decide what I was going to do. I said, I'm either going to go to that Little Caesars and try that pretzel crust pizza, or I'm going to Panera and getting that mozzarella pepperoni baguette. And that's not my norm, you all. It's just that, daggum. So let me tell you, it's just like everything I was doing today. I was just running errands, but everything's taking me so long. I keep texting Penny going, well, I haven't left the parking lot yet. Well, I got all confused with YouTube. My check, this is too loud, isn't it? I'm just going to have to deal. Here, let me do this. Oh, I'm so sorry, you all. I'm sorry. Listen, I'll get it together sooner or later, maybe in a year or 2 or 10 or 30 or 40. Anyway, so we're here. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay, come back to the planet, Barbara. Oh, but everything, like, I said, well, I'll just try to straighten up a little bit. So I got out a little, I don't know, cover, and then the tip broke, these little cheap things. Little cover girl cheap thing, the little tip broke off. I just rolled it in a ball. And then, you all, do you do this? I don't know, when you get older, you all. Now, if you're younger, let me just appreciate your brain, please. Because I tell you, your brain will go after 65. But anyway, I said, okay, I'm going to get ready. And then I took this cover-up stick, and I put it on my lips. My lips probably look better than they ever have. But I just do silly things like that. And then I couldn't find my debit card, and then I went to the gas station thinking it would be there. It just like all those kind of things. It's just like that. I can't find the clicker, and the clicker's been here all week. I don't know. Oh, goodness. I just need a... And then I forgot to use my Panera gift card, which only had a few little pennies on it. But still, every little penny helps. Anyway. Okay. Now, I don't know what happened to my screen, so you might have, gone somewhere else. I don't know. It just all went fladookie. Oh, goodness. I hope I can use this, because I'm not getting this sandwich again. But, oh, it's a big... Look at that monster. Woo, doggies. Okay, let me cut it. Oh, do I want to... No, let's just have fun and not cut it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it's very bready. Of course it is. It's a French baguette. I love their baguettes. I'd almost rather just get a piece of pizza. This is a tease. And I'd like some more mozzarella on it. But then you'd have to have lots of mozzarella on it. Well, I haven't really gotten to the section that have a lot of mozzarella. Look at how thick that mozzarella is, though. Can you see that? Woo, am I making you hungry? Yeah. There. I just gotta... Let me move this. I just got a nice big bite of that mozzarella. So that's really what's all that's in it. Pepperoni, fresh mozzarella. Then they say Fortina. Is that how you say Fortina? And mozzarella something bread. Tomato and bell pepper sauce. And the French baguette. Simple. Anyway. So, yeah, it's all kafluki all day today. I don't know what's going on. So I just try to lower my standards, and I try to take things off my list and say, I'm not doing that today. I got a couple things done. I got quite a few things done. I've been in the attic, and I'm one of these people that I want to get everything together in a big clump. If I want to give it to somebody or an organization, and I want to get it all in a big clump and then give it to them. Well, I just can't do that. So my new thing is, I hope you're there because I can't see you. Hello, hello. Anyway, is that, what was I saying? Oh, so I I had told this woman who's a director of our JCC pool, Wendy, and I was telling her I wanted to give her this motorized boat that I had given for Penny for her birthday. She didn't want it anymore. I thought it'd be fun at the pool. And I told her last year I would do it, and then Memorial Day passed, and then I was like, well, I might as well wait till the next year. So finally, I got in the attic. I got out that friggin' boat, and I was like, well, I won't bring it over yet because I want to find some other things. I said, Barbara, just bring it over. And then it was the same thing with my EE stuff, my environmental ed stuff. I have so much stuff I want to give away to different people, and I thought, I want to make sure, I want to give it to people who are going to use it, because sometimes you just hand it to whoever and it just sits on a shelf. And so I was really thinking about it. Finally, I said, well, wait till I have them. And I said, no, just bring this. What? It's a big box, so it's all this lesson plans and all this cool stuff. So anyway, so I've been doing those little errands kind of thing today. Oh, you all, I tell you, I can eat, can I? And if you're a young woman out there in your 20s, you do your thing. But how I understand it is sometimes you're embarrassed to eat in front of a guy. Just eat. They've got sisters or they've met other people who eat. Anyway, to each their own. So what do I got? Oh, my t-shirt says, going to the woods is going home, by John Muir. I really believe that. One of the safest places for me is the woods. I love the woods. We had some woods by our house growing up, I love going out there. I was always trying to get my next door, well, she lived behind us. I was always trying to get her to go outside with me, and she just loved to read. She loved that Nancy Drew books. Oh, I'd always try to read ahead of her out loud. That's the finally thing that kind of got her to stop. But I'd clean her whole bedroom. I think I've told you that. I'm going through the napkins, you all, and the handy wipes. Well, let me tell you, this sandwich, it's good. I don't know if I would get it again because I don't know if it's worth the price. It was like $11.98 or something. I just didn't care today. It was subtotal is $11.59. But you can get a half one and then get a salad with it, which was what I was going to do. And I thought, oh, heck, I'll have the other half later. And then, so $11.33, including tax, because tax in our state is 74 cents. But anyway, it's something like, how many calories is it? It's like 830 calories for the whole thing. Well, if you do half, it's 415. So that's not too bad for, a meal to kind of fill you up. So that's good enough. I think it's good. 1 out of 10. I'd probably give it an 8 or a 7. Maybe an 8. It's fun. You know what? I've got to go to Subway. I keep saying I'm going to go to Subway. I remember back, when was that? It was in the 70s. And the one time I had a meatball sub at Subway. I still think of that meatball sub because I'm not a meatball person. And I was just seeing this guy. It's the first person I had sex with. I was 21, you all. Oh gosh, I waited so long. But anyway, well that's a whole nother story. That's not totally the deal. Let me take another bite. Anyway, and I think it was a Super Bowl party. Well, I don't know anything about football. I just like to yell and scream for all the teams. If they do a touchdown, I'm happy for both teams. That's the kind of person I am. Drive people nuts. But anyway, we got Subway, and I got a meatball sub, and I love that thing. Maybe I have to review that. There's something at Subway or Panera that you really like, tell me, and maybe I'll try it. I gotta say maybe, because gosh, I keep saying that to you, and you all keep giving me great suggestions, and I have a list. It's pages long now. It's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna whittle away at it. I did do, oh goodness, I'm forgetting, but I know who you are, that you want to be, really, really wanted me to do Tic Tac reviews. At first I thought you were saying TikTok, but you were saying Tic Tacs, so I did that. So I'll get that out. Well, hopefully it goes out before this one. If you're really hungry and you just want to go out of the box, this is fine. It's a little hot and spicy, but not too bad at all. It gives me a little kick. I'm having a good time with it. When you're really hungry like that, I don't know. Do you ever go through those phases where sometimes, now, I'm postmenopausal. I don't have the Red River flowing in this book. Thank goodness. And so the river runs dry. I'm going to spit out my water. I am in a mood today. Anyway, so, yeah, I just love the woods. And then you guys were asking me to tell you what kind of snacks or what kind of food we eat when we're camping. Well, when we used to tent camp, I used to always cook over the fire, and I make fried pies, and I make pancakes or eggs or stuff, hot dogs or hamburger, tinfoil dinner and stuff. But we haven't, well, it's summer, and then we have Daisy. So, I don't know, we just not used to having a dog over a campfire. So, Penny's been handling it. She has a one little burner stove with a little whisper light. It's just a little tiny, it folds up like this big, a little stove, one burner stove. And then you have the little can. And she made toads in the hole. You guys ever had toads in the hole? You just take a piece of bread, and then you cut out a little circle about the size of a quarter or $half, and then about a quarter. And then you crack an egg open and put it in the middle of the hole, and we had those one morning for breakfast. And then she wanted to try some of these freeze-dried meals, and I was like, oh, those freeze-dried meals, oh, they're no good. Well, I forgot that I hadn't had them since like the 70s, and she's like, or maybe the 80s, and she was like, the 80s, yeah, 80s, maybe early 90s, but she was like, oh, they've come so far, and they have. We had chicken pesto, not fettuccine, chicken pesto Alfredo. Woohoo! That thing was good. Oh, that was good. I just wish there were more of it. But anyway, let me take another bite. I don't know. Maybe it's an 8. I don't know. It's hard rating. Because I think sometimes it depends on your mood. And then sometimes it depends on when you get the food. Or even like crumble cookies. When it's really warm, it tastes different than when it cools off. Or you put it in the freezer or whatever. So it's just hard to know. But anyway, you all know. Don't take me too seriously, okay? Don't take me seriously at all. But anyway, yeah, and I've been craving, you all. I have been craving banana pancakes. Oh, I've been craving that. And then Barbara just makes some banana pancakes. But I had them once at the Hop a long time ago. I'm like, I wonder if they're still good. Maybe I'll review that. Ooh. Oh, I got lots to do. Oh, I don't know. I'm really liking this. I think this would have been great in the wintertime. But I'm in that rebellious stage right now, so who cares? I'm doing what I want to do today. I don't have Daisy with me. It's way too hot. And all the places I had to run inside, like I ran inside to the pool, and we talked for a while. Oh, is this camera crooked? Anyway, so what do I have? I got little, I don't know, lizard salamanders on my ears. We've had some of those blue ones. Are those skinks? I think they are near our house. We haven't had them before. They're around here. You see them out. Oh, you all, the bears this year. The bears. We have this big bear. He's come. I think he's coming every morning or every night. Because at the fire department, they said he was in our front yard, and then he went down our steps to the side yard. But then the other day, I saw him cross the street and go into our yard and then down this back of our house and out the other. And I was like, well, this morning, I had just gotten Daisy in the car. Literally just about to start the car. And here comes that big bear again, coming. And then he came over my garden bed into the front yard, and he kind of came towards me. I was like, oh, dear. And then he just kind of, and this is what I was told, that he stands in the front yard, he goes to the front door, and then he goes out. Well, he didn't go straight to the front door because he saw me in the car, but he came to the middle of the yard, and then he went down the steps. It's only two rock steps, Big bear, whoa, whoa. They're so quiet, they're so quiet, but you think they move slow, but they kind of move fast, and they can climb a tree. But anyway, and I thought, well, I'm going to go see where he goes, because I'm always curious. And I think, because I've been noticing that it's padded down in between these two trees near our house across the creek. And I thought, why is it like that? Are the neighbors going down there all the time? Which they're not. They're really busy. They work all the time. And she's just had a baby, blah, blah, blah. I think it's the bear. So anyway, I drove my car, and there he was in the front yard of the people behind us, just do-do-do-do. But then their dogs were barking, and he just stood up on his hind legs like that. I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so big. And then the dogs were quiet, and then he did that, and, real big, and then he just kind of like skipped almost, and then kind of leaped, blip, 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 up the hill behind another house. And so I moved forward, and then a woman was coming with two dogs that were really, really, barking a lot. And I said, why don't I drive ahead of you, and I'll turn around and let you know when it's safe. Because she had two dogs, and they were pulling her. And so I went, and I was driving real slow, and I'd wait, and then I was always a little further ahead than I thought I was of him. And then he came to the horses, and I was like, and they have a horse stable and a horse, and I was like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna, if what's gonna happen. I said, well, maybe the horse has gone into the woods or something. So I turned around, and when I turned around, he was coming out of their drive, And this woman was like almost right in front of the bear with the 2 barking dogs. I'm like, why didn't you wait for me, honey? Oh, she was startled, but then I moved my car a little closer just so the bear would see it, put on my headlights, and he looked at me, but I was like, I don't know, maybe 5-7 car lengths from him, so I was so far away. I stayed there, and he looked at me, and then he just kind of sauntered off into this field. Anyway, they're magnificent animals, aren't they? Okay, I'm not going to keep you all day. I don't even know how long I've been here. I can't see my screen. But I wanted to tell you. Oh, these things. Have you ever heard of a hellbender? Oh, hellbenders are magnificent. There's not a lot of them, and there's some niches. Little environments around this area for hellbenders, and I've seen them. They can get big. I mean, they can get real big. They're like a huge salamander. Look it up. Yeah, they're called hellbenders, and we had one across the street from us. My neighbor, she said, I saw it as a hellbender. They came out to look and see the environment and everything, because we live on these creeks, by the forest, and then they like it shady and underneath the rocks and stuff, but Pisgah Center for Wildlife in Pisgah Forest, they usually would have one in their museum and stuff so you could see them. But I would have our kids in low-income communities for summer camp. I would have them go out, and they'd go on these hikes to try to see a hellbender. That's so awesome. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, one more bite. You all? It's just something different. And it was just a ticket for me. I said, what do you want? What do you really want? What do you want? What you really, really want? I want some toasted baguette pepperoni mozzarella. I almost got that pizza, but I said, no, that's too much. Look at this thing. Anyway, I can eat the rest later. But there's so many things I want to share with you all. But anyway, I talk way too much. I don't know, who knows? It doesn't. I don't talk too much, I just talk. Too much for some, I suppose. Well, I know that. Do you love cold water? I'm going to talk about it all summer, how much I love cold water, ice water. I love it. It's just like drinking a cold stream, So, we're going to go camping again. And then we're going to go, in June, we're going to go away for 10 days up in the mountains at this, I call it our lodge. I'll tell you about it. Maybe I'll vlog up there. But I'll still be posting. And I've been messing up postings and stuff. I don't know. I got big fingers, and on a little tiny phone, sometimes it presses the wrong thing. And once you post something, you might as well leave it up. I've tried not leaving it up and then putting it up again, then you never see it. Anyway, it just doesn't matter. Anyway, I got plenty of things you can watch if you feel like, visiting. You all, listen, I better get off of here. But please take care of yourselves. Take it easy. If it's the weekend or the evening, don't try not to push too hard. It's okay if you don't make your bed every day. It's okay if you wear some shorts, the same old shorts, 2 days, 3 days in a row, Sometimes we make a big deal about things we don't need to. I do.